Morning, everyone. Day 11. I'd like to apologize to everybody or anyone if they sat through the constant clicking yesterday. Normally I tape my mic, but I'm away and I didn't think about it. Today I couldn't find any clear tape, so I got my green painter's tape. So there won't be any clicking today. I'm in this trail again today. Actually, I think I'm gonna just stop it here, come back. There's something I want to say, but it's tough for me to say, so probably just need a minute. Okay. So I've been doing this for 11 days. Still at the point where I don't want to get up in the morning and stuff like that, but I'm confident that this is gonna, because I keep talking about it every day, it's gonna keep being a thing. But what I wanted to talk about or elaborate on is this thing I keep saying. I want to help people help themselves. I think it's time for me to start talking about that. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, and I don't think I'm like the world's smartest guy or anything, or I'm not a licensed psychologist. All I'm going to say is a lot of things that you guys probably already heard, and just verify it and say, yeah, it works. Like I did it, it works. But I feel it's time for that because last night I had to realize, there's a lot of ice. I won't bring it down too much. I'll keep making jokes and pointing out that, hey, I'm slipping around and stuff. Because I am going to bring it down a little bit. Things are going to get heavy for a minute. I realize that another good key reason why doing these walks are good for me, especially out here in the woods, is it's a distraction. Distraction from all the craziness that's going on right now. I don't know how much you pay attention, how long you've been paying attention, but things are getting pretty crazy. They have been for a while. Now some of you are probably realizing, hey, things aren't going back to normal. And things are probably gonna get worse before they get worse. Yes, I know what I said. And I meant it. Some of you are probably not paying attention at all. And it's just going to sound like some random ravings from a crazy person in the woods. But I've been paying attention probably too long and too intently, focusing on some things that I probably should have just. But anyway, how to help yourself. First thing I started to do is try to get to know myself, understand myself better. I know I mentioned some of the reserve stuff, and that really helped. That was a big push forward, but that's not for everybody. Some things that everybody can do is, it's gonna sound silly, but whatever time you get up for work or whatever time you normally get up about an hour earlier. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. These are some things if you want to make some changes. Here's some good first steps. And that hour, getting up an hour earlier, eventually will turn into fitness, and right now it's just discipline. Just doing it. And once you get the hang of it, maybe spend that extra time just looking in the mirror, thinking about things. Some of these days will be tougher than others, even though all you're doing is standing in the mirror and thinking about what you like, what you don't like, where a lot of those insecurities and fears, where they all stem from, and then attacking them. And like mentally, like go find out what those are and start to do some research on how to fix them. But if any of you don't like hearing about God or don't believe in God or anything like that, that's whatever. But I ask you to just bear with me, because there's going to be something in these for everyone. Like I said, these are just things that work for me. So yeah, praying is not your thing. Spend some time just meditating on yourself. What do you want to change? What are you happy with? Do that for a couple weeks. And then when you do it consistently, consistency is my word for the year. That's just been going through my head constantly. It's like the most important thing. Consistency. Like, even you don't have to do anything crazy or difficult. Do the easy stuff. That's what you feel is easy. Just do it consistently. And don't feel like, oh, I missed a day. Don't let that get to you. Like, you can miss days. You can have bad days. Just do something. You give yourself a goal. Whatever it is, fitness or whatever. And you just can't, for whatever reason, do it that day. Just do a modified version, a lighter version. Okay, I'm gonna be breathing heavier because this lovely hill here that's just covered in ice. I told myself at the beginning of the year, this is gonna be one of the best, worst years. Because I think most of you know you don't have to be paying attention to global politics and news and stuff like that. They realize, like, hey, we're only in February, and the cost of my groceries is going up while the amount I'm putting in my cart is going down. Just give me a second. I'm just looking at this and thinking, how do I get down here without falling? I've never been a fan of the comedy style, like, ha ha ha, fat guy fall down. I'm gonna try and keep it up a little bit, because I know a lot of people don't like to think about this stuff and hear about this stuff, but if there was ever a year to get things squared away and get your life in order, probably this year. Because I don't know, you guys listen to Peter Zeihan or whatever his name is, or anybody like that. We got a few bad years coming before they get good again. And that's not to be like super negative. Like, hey, we're all here because our grandparents, great-grandparents, some ancestor, they made it through some pretty crazy stuff. Anybody born in the 20s that's still alive today, they lived through the Second World War and the Great Depression. And there's a lot of people that are here today that their great-grandparents or their grandparents made it through 2 world wars, the Spanish flu, and an economic global depression. It doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. If you're one of those people that are looking at this year and looking at the last couple of years and just getting more and more beat down, like I've been, make this a good year. This could be the best, worst year ever. And it starts with figuring yourself out. Before you start anything, start that. Figure that out. Part of my journey, figuring myself out. This is the reason why I didn't want to. Well, I'm gonna have a hard time with this video, but I started getting really into following what's been going on in the world around 2016, because it was kind of just forced on me everywhere I turned, and I got hooked. I became obsessed. I got negative, cynical, and nihilistic about everything. Some of you on here that are friends, family on here, you see, you know, you saw how toxic I was on the internet. I just didn't care. I became purposely antagonistic. It was like fun for me. It wasn't healthy. It wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for anybody. And I like to apologize to some people you're one of those people, and I like to thank the ones that stuck around on my social media and stuff while I was going through that. Yeah. Things are changing. They've been changing since probably 2019, but seeing how crazy things are this year, since that big thing that we all pretend isn't happening anymore and just went away. If y'all pick up what I'm laying down, that sounds like, no, enough. It got to the point where it was just too much. I got too depressed and too angry, and I was like, I gotta change this. Nothing else is gonna change. I gotta change. Okay, I might switch hands a lot because I couldn't get into my truck. I forgot my keys and my gloves are in there and my hands are freezing. I just covered all, just want to make sure I covered everything. But yeah, if you're that person that, like me, was thinking like, what's the point? Why try to move up in my job, or why, like, first of all, it sounds silly now that I'm thinking about it. Like, why did I even go there? I probably should have taken more time to put more thoughts together, because like I said, like, I want to help people help themselves. That's the best way you help them anyway. You just keep picking them up. You're just enabling them. You got to teach them to pick themselves up. Give you guys some beautiful forest scenery while I keep thinking. And those exercises, when you're figuring yourself out, start writing down some things that you always wanted to do. Some goals, some dreams, and anything. Start writing those down too, so you can eventually start tackling those. So the thing is, I keep trying to push to all these goals and dreams that I have. I found one of my notebooks that apparently I was contemplating doing stuff like this since 2013. I didn't even remember. Things got so bad the last couple of years that I just completely forgot about everything past or before 2019. But I was digging through some stuff and I was reading some notes, and I was like, oh, I've wanted to do this for a while. Yeah, start tackling those. But yeah, I was saying, I'm trying to push and achieve those goals before I'm ready. One good thing I've done is I haven't mentioned too many of them on here. That's something I would do. I would get really excited about something, start talking and running my mouth about it when I was nowhere near ready for it, and it just disappeared. But I didn't. I'm still going after them, so I gotta get. I've already established there's nothing in here that can eat me, but there's things that could kick my butt. Oh, it's a woodpecker. Yeah, before I'm ready. Like I said, I gotta get extremely, like video 1. Say I gotta get extremely squared away, be a disciplined individual, because a few of my goals and dreams or whatever, there's gonna be people that rely on me. And I can't let them down, so I gotta make sure that I am squared away before I start tackling those. And I gotta start making connections and friends that can help with these things. It almost feels like feels like almost wrong. Me making all this noise in here. And there's all these beautiful sounds everywhere. Some of them are terrifying, but some of them are amazing. I don't even know if any of these sounds are being picked up in the mic. There's me. Very easily distracted and going on to something. If I keep this video going on long enough, eventually I'll stop mid-sentence and be like, I could really go for some food and start talking about different kinds of food. So I will try to end this soon. I can't remember exactly what I was saying. Being squared away, people relying on me. Oh yeah, out here exercising my, not just my body, but my ability to speak. I don't know if I probably mentioned it in the podcast, which is up today, and maybe some other videos, I don't remember, but talking is difficult for me. And like, I don't even think, I lost touch with all my high school friends. I lost touch with all my buddies I made in the army. It's because I don't put any effort. And I don't talk to strangers, so I hardly ever make new friends. I made friends with Vitaly because we had a few things in common. I think everybody has the one thing in common that we had that got us talking, but our just complete disdain for government. And not just our government, but just governments. That's a big thing I want to eventually hit on too, is like about helping people help themselves, is because nobody else is going to help you. There's no government program or even churches and religious institutions. They can only help you so much. You got to do it yourself. And there's some people with some victim mentalities that those are the people I want to get a hold of the most, in a good way. Sometimes I want to be like, hey, but no, I want to get a hold of them, help them. That the victim mentality will destroy them. That's really annoying when it starts destroying them and they think it's everybody else. Stop blaming all your problems on everybody else. I gotta do that too. It's like, not a lot of my problems is like, no, it's not the government's fault, it's my fault. Yeah. It's another reason why I'm trying to keep this long, so that I can just get more practice in talking, get more comfortable speaking. I gotta turn around. I think I'm heading towards private property. Yeah. I took one of the wrong turns, because this is supposed to keep going into public. I haven't been in this area in a while. I didn't go hunting last year, but at least the last season, I guess, but at least this time I was smart enough to not buy any tags. The year before that, I bought all my tags and all my license and everything. Spent all that money and then went once. Well, I think I covered all the things I wanted to get this morning. If I gotta work on my arm strength, this thing is just wobbling. Probably end the video and think of more things, but I'll just save those for another ruck march, because I'm going to be doing these for a while until I can start talking to people, making connections, start making concrete steps. I will mention one thing. One of my goals and dreams for a while is to get a little off-grid farm. And when I say little, I mean big enough that people can join me there if they want. It's not gonna be a weird commune or anything, but I know there's some people in my life that they want that too, but they don't know the first thing or the first step to take. And even though I just told them, like, hey, figure yourself out, they might not be there by the time I get mine, because I'm I'm turning it up to 11. I'm going after it. I'm getting my little off-grid farm. And then anybody else who's interested, they can come there and learn how to run their own. Just gotta make sure I do that before, no. It's gonna make some dark jokes, but no. Things are bad enough. I don't need to make jokes about it. Things will be, I know a lot of you know things will be okay because you have God, but for those of you who just don't believe or don't care, it'll be okay too. There's just figure it out, figure yourself out, start helping yourself, start doing some things. Stop blaming people, stop blaming God. It's funny, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't need God's help. God's the one keeping me down. It's like, no, man, you are. You are. I'm starting to ramble, so I'll just end it. I gotta put something else in here. I was listening back. It's pretty cool here. I was listening back on. I was listening to the recording on my way back, and I came across a spot where I said, well, there's a goal of mine where it requires me to be squared away because people are going to rely on me. And I was like, I need to get squared away because people rely on me now. I just had to put that in there because my boys are going to watch this someday when they're bigger, and I need to make sure that they know, like, hey, Dad was getting squared away for you guys first. And that's all I had to add that.